Welcome, everyone, to Dwight L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on another team from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Redhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. He's loose. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Basilak. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now and first and goal. They are feeling it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Ready to try the point out. And the extra point is
Zanaya.
And it's 7-0.
Come here.
So a drive there of 85 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
What? Well, then you can ready to go to bed.
Let's see
what are you doing, Zanaya?
The return.
Put some Zari on the toilet for me.
Space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Gabbert. He makes the connection. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to Davis. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He's going to bring it out from deep. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Bazelak. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. He gets a block. Can they catch him?
They picking up something. He kicked the ISO over there.
The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective.
He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Quarterback will audible. To throw, it's Basilak. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Garcia. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking deep. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And what a big play here in the return. Takes it back inside the 25.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Give to the running back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Hawks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking left. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Bazelak. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh,
Intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
The Red Hawks are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The DBs will back off a bit. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
6th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's got his man. At the 20, he's got space. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Red Hawks will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Dropping back, it's Bazelak. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, BG.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target. He has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Over there. Right there.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Need to watch that thing out.
Kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. And as he throws.
Yes.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first half performance.
Yes. I only hung. It's just me and Micah close. I'm going to hang them up. Sure is. All right. Okay. They're not dirty. I want them hung up. I'm coming to hang them up. I'm coming and hanging them up.
On second down, he'll fire.
What you doing?
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking downfield, it's Gabbert. Takes his shot. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Red Hawks will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Coming after it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. He tries to take the top off. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Fast motion from the offense. They'll give it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Redhawks. But they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I lost count. I don't know. That's probably on your stat sheet in front of you. But goodness gracious, that's at least 3 that I can remember. So he's having a heck of a day.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Falcon offense will go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Cole. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback checking off. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're trying to get to it. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
When a quarterback has that much time, he should be able to make a good decision and get rid of the football. Good protection by the offensive line. Find your spot. Throw the football. You should not be taking hits when your offense provides that.
And they got him for the sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio offense returns to the field. He'll start the third quarter with the run. At the 35,
This
he's
is
got
crazy.
found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Buying some time. Uncorks one to the middle. Picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Basilap. Finds the tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hauls it in on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Pocket starts to collapse. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Second and goal coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, they'll take to the air. This time on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to get to him. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time.
Talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Basilak. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Garcia. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third.
Looking for a deep man. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Motion from the offense. He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Wants to throw on third. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Falcons are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got the tight end. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Falcons want to move quickly. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think speak of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The give to the left side. At the 15, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami, Ohio, 35. Bowling Green, 17.
First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wide out in motion. They'll give it to him again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He leaves it with his back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Wide open downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Gabbert. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Miami. And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sideline, it's Stewart. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Got him downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires to the big fella. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. To the air, it's Bazelak. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's looking deep, and he makes the grab at the 20. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he was throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out.
You said what?
This game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the...
Touchdown, Red Hawks! And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball? This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this.
Sends it downfield. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go
Yes. The mop, baby? No. Didn't you just buy a mop? This mop you talking about? You just went outside. You don't see? Did Zarya go to sleep? Mikey too?